Hey, what is up? Welcome back, everybody, to another video on Diablo 4. So you got your feelings hurt from recent nerfs? Yeah, you feeling like a change? You want to roll an alt, maybe start a new character, whatever. Well, if you got your campaign completed, well then grab your knickknacks and hold on tight. Today I'm going to show you how to get sub 30 minutes level 1 to 50. That's 30 minutes or less, 1 to 50. This is insane. Let's just hop right into it. Okay, first of all, when you go to create a new character after you have completed the campaign at least once, it's going to prompt you to select a checkbox, and you're going to want to make sure that you check that box and it's just completed the campaign. Start with completed campaign. That allows you to have the horse and campaign completed, etc. That's very important. Make sure you click that box before you create your character. Okay, so make sure you have that done, and let's move on to the next part. Okay, so you got your character done, you're all set, you're in the game, you're at Kiovashad, and you're ready to start your power level. So you have your friend go up to Light's Cathedral, which is in the northern section. It's the northern dungeon in the main city, and so you want to complete that capstone dungeon. And then once you complete that capstone dungeon, you're going to have your power leveler go over to the other capstone dungeon, which is at this marker here. So you can just Google that, or I'll probably put a link in the description below of the actual map and where they are. But you need to complete the capstone dungeons. Okay, so I'm just showing them real quick on the map where they are right here. So you need to knock those out, and then yeah, the cool thing about these dungeons is when you load into them and your friend starts doing them, you don't even move. You just stand at the entrance of this dungeon, and that's it. And then he's going to go ahead and complete that. It'll say Light's Cathedral at the top here, completed. And then once that's completed, you go back outside and you go to the world tier statue. You'll see that in a second. 16. Alright, so he just defeated the curator. Alright, Cathedral of Light. I said Light's Cathedral. Anyways, Cathedral of Light, you go outside, and you're going to want to make your way down to the mount area down here. Or no, I'm sorry, the statue. I said mount because I'm about to mount. I literally just recorded this video, so I just remember doing it. And then you guys all want to meet up at the statue since you've completed the first capstone. And then once you change the world tier, you're going to go to world tier 3, accept. And then, as I showed on the map before, you're going to want to go to the next capstone to unlock world tier 4. And that's where my buddy's heading now. And then you're just going to port to your friend from the main town. If you didn't know, from the main town, Kiovashad, or any of the main cities, you can take your friend's teleports to where they are. Like anywhere in the world or dungeon, etc. Unless they started the dungeon before you're in the party. So there's that. But if they're outside a dungeon, you can teleport them as long as you go to a main city. Just a side note. Alright, so let's head to the second capstone dungeon. It's going to be the same exact thing. You're literally just going to stand right outside the dungeon. In this case, I accidentally teleported to this guy instead of my other friend. So I'm in the middle of the dungeon instead of the front. It doesn't really matter. You still get the completion. So you just go ahead and skip ahead here. Once you complete that, let's see. What was this one called? Fallen Temple. So once you beat the Fallen Temple capstone, you're gonna go ahead and port out. And make sure, what I'm doing here is I'm going to my storage box in the main town. Make sure you go to your stash and take out the items. These are, you get 10 items that you can leave in the dungeon, and then they'll be sent to your stash, if you didn't know that. And you can only have 10, so make sure you empty that out while you're doing this, because you do get gear while your guy's power leveling you. So he's heading over to Demise, we're just gonna do demise. You can do a couple different dungeons, but we just did demise. It's just I don't know, a good dungeon. So I'm gonna go ahead and teleport to him. So now we're in Champion's Demise, and you literally, again, you're just gonna stand at the beginning, and that's it. You just stand here, and like, let me get the cursor off the screen. Hopefully this goes away. Yeah, you can see my XP bar. But yeah, for all you guys crying about, oh, they nerfed my class, oh, they nerfed glyphs, oh, my class, ow, my class. Well, if you completed the campaign with your class before they nerfed it, because you were a Chad and you had deluxe edition like I did, well, you can get power leveled by your friend or just some random. There's people trying to find groups all the time. There's solo players that are trying to reset their dungeons, etc. And you can just tag along with them, sit in their dungeon, and get XP. So, I mean, there's a lot. Even if you don't have friends, there's ways to get people to do this. And I'm not saying to pay them to do it either, because that's a yikes. Just find somebody who's willing to do it. Like, there's, like, if you go outside this dungeon right now, there's probably like 10 people standing there. Just ask one of them, like, hey, can you power level me? But, I mean, it's going to be hard for you to get here, so you're gonna have to probably ask in, like, I don't know, world chat or something. Just find people on your main and ask them, or I don't know, make conversation, be social, you know what I mean? It's a multiplayer game. So, but yeah, this is it. This is that you can literally, if you have this set up right and you do it with like three or four competent people, if you get 3 people to power level you, dude, you can do this in under 30 minutes. Like, especially if you have like the dungeon set up, like the capstones, if you clear to the last boss and just stand there, have the alt join, kill the boss, and then your other friends at the other capstone boss, and then he kills that boss, and then your third friend is already here, so everybody ports here, and then you start demise. You can definitely do this in maybe 20 minutes. So yeah, leveling to 50 is not an issue. You just need one to 3 friends, preferably 2. 2 is faster, but 3 is obviously the fastest. Now you can do nightmare dungeons. We didn't test nightmare dungeons, we were too lazy, but Champion's Demise worked well enough, so we just wanted to get our alts to 50 and try different builds and classes and stuff like that. So I mean, if you guys are interested in trying to get the sub 30-minute level 50, this is how you do it. Look at that XP, dude. It's insane. And if you're solo and you are trying to level fast, well, I mean, solo. If I started an alt and I wanted to be solo self-fun, I would just do I wouldn't skip the campaign. I would just do the campaign again. Why not? Or you can, I mean, you can do the boring route and just do one dungeon over and over and over. There's the dungeon from the beta works really well. This dungeon works really well. The Dread dungeon works really well. There's a couple other ones. I'm not gonna name those because nobody's made a video about them yet, and I haven't made a video about them yet. I don't want them to get nerfed, so yeah. But this is definitely one of the best ways I found to get power leveled on your ult. So if you're interested in trying all the classes or just another class, you know, maybe try this, get some people together, you know, you do me, I do you type thing, trade power leveling, stuff like that. So, well, if you guys found this video helpful or you just liked it or whatever, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Any questions or comments, leave them below and I will definitely get back to you, and I will see you guys in the next one. We just dinged 50, so yeah, that's gonna be the end of that one. Thanks for watching, and you guys have fun, be safe, take care, good luck on loot.